We are back with more Star Wars content. I reviewed A New Hope and now uploaded it. And now I have seen, rewatched the movie that we're talking about today. And the movie that we're talking about today is The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back is a sci-fi action film, and it continues the journey of these characters now in the planet of Hoth, in which they're battling, and the Empire are pissed, and they're striking back, they're fighting back the rebellion, and hunting down the Millennium Falcon, while also Luke is going to the planet of the swamp planet, where he tries to find Yoda to train him. And not only is this quite possibly the best Star Wars film, but it's quite possibly the greatest film of all time. Empire Strikes Back is the film that pretty much changed the game. It is the conventional hero loss of the heroes, and it's tough. It's a tough spot for the characters where they're just fucking losing the whole movie. The Millennium Falcon's in the shits. Luke is being trained by Yoda, but Yoda can tell that he needs more training. But Luke is Luke, man. He's fucking he's impatient. This film is a masterful work. There's nothing much I could say about The Empire Strikes Back that has not been said before. So I'm not breaking new grounds here, ladies and gentlemen. But the performances of the film are amazing. I mean, everybody works just masterful. The performances all around is just freaking top notch. Of course, the film's lead is Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, who is now part of the rebellion, trying to help them, trying to fight the Empire. And when he's in Hoth, shit ain't looking good for him. And he gets a call by Ben Kenobi. Not a call, and a phone call, not a phone call in space, but he just shows up telling him, hey, go to the swamp planet and find Yoda, my old master, to train you. And so Luke does, and Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill's amazing as Luke Skywalker. He is that protagonist, and he's just masterful in this, and I feel like his performance in this film is really good, especially towards the end, where it's very gripping and very hard to see. But Luke is fucking awesome in this film, and Mark Hamill plays him beautifully. The supporting, of course, Han Solo, as played by Mr. Harrison Ford. He's again this cocky, scum, like Leia says to him, but gets a little romance with Leia in this film, and Han is trying to escape the Star Destroyer, and it's just been tough. It's been the Millennium Falcon ain't working, and he's trying to fucking survive. And Han is great. He's a lovable asshole, and he's awesome. Harrison Ford is Han Solo. That's it. That's just who he is. Leia Organa, played by Carrie Fisher. She's of course the princess and the kind of the leader of the rebellion, and she's with Han Solo. They're having this little romance. It's funny. And she's just trying to fucking survive. They're just stuck with Han and Chewie and C-3PO, and they're trying to survive the Empire's fights. And Leia's great. She's a likable person, and she's positive, and she wants the best. And I love the romance between her and Han in this film. Was just really, really good work. And you got C-3PO, just Anthony Daniels, just smart fucking ass to R2-D2. Is just smart but also lovable. I love C-3PO. She's great. R2-D2 is pretty much is with Luke most of the whole film, and R2-D2 is just there fucking with Luke, and just the building that relationship between the two, and R2-D2 is amazing as usual. And of course, the main villain, Mr. Darth Vader, played by James Earl Jones. He's a menace, and he's more of a menace in this film. He's an unstoppable force. The Empire is not fucking around, and they're trying to stop Luke and trying to stop this rebellion and stop them right in the tracks, and builds this plan because Darth feels the Force is getting stronger with this young boy, and he wants to turn him into the dark side, and it's amazing. Darth Vader is just such a menacing villain and such a great character, and he's just awesome. But I gotta say, my favorite character of this film has to be Yoda. Freaking Yoda, played by Mr. Frank Oz. He's the Jedi Master, who also has just really good quotes that could be used in a day-to-day lives. And he's trying to train this young boy, but he sees, he at first he's like, man, fuck this guy. He's too old, and I sense too much anger in him and stuff. And Yoda is also this just quirky, funny guy, and it's fucking hilarious. Yoda's amazing. Yoda is one of the greatest characters in Star Wars, and this film is, Yoda's awesome. Everybody loves Yoda. He's great. And Lando Calrissian, played by Billy D. Williams, who's been friends with Han. They have a past together, and Billy D. Williams is pretty much Han Solo, but he's pretty much that kind of guy. He's great though. I love Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. He's great. I like that they have a past together, and something that I would like to see them do more with that. And also a little hint of Palpatine is in this movie, played by this guy. He's only in legit one scene, but just telling him like, we must kill Luke. I mean, he's a Skywalker, and Anakin Skywalker, and Darth tells him we can turn him into the dark side, and he listens, and all right, Darth, go for it. And yeah, that's about it. Palpatine was like, all right, this is definitely a menace guy. Yeah, for a little scene that he's in, he's pretty good. Boba Fett. Of course, you see a shot of him in A New Hope, but he's lingering around saying lines, and Boba Fett, you can tell this man's a badass. If he gets fucking hired by Darth, this guy's a badass bounty hunter that will get the job done. Boba Fett's great. He's cool. He's a cool fucking character. And of course, him not a character that does a lot of action or anything like that. He's just his presence is enough. And the performances all around in this film are just great. This film is directed by Irvin Kershner, of course, not George Lucas. He gave it to another director, and he directed this film amazingly. I mean, the Battle of the Hoth is quite possibly the greatest battle on film. It's fucking amazing. It's such a great, thrilling action sequence, and it's thrilling, and the film's pacing, and it's a dark tale, and it's like that film. The heroes don't win, and it sucks. Heroes going through shit. And the direction is amazing, and the writing is fucking perfect. Dialogue and the story is so good, and just the shit that happened, the plot twist everybody knows, but I'm not gonna spoil because it's just like, come on. I would say what it is, but just in case there's somebody there who doesn't know, that's just, you gotta see that. But that shit is quite possibly the greatest plot twist of all time, and this is quite possibly the greatest film of all time. It's up there. It's definitely one of my favorites. The chemistry all around is great. The cast is great. Of course, the team is not holding the whole movie. They're very much separated throughout the film. But what works is the team for what it is for now, and Han and Leia's romance, which is amazing. I love the romantical parts of the film, and you just fuck with it, and it's great. The cinematography, this film is amazing. I mean, the shots of where Darth and Luke are about to square off, it's just fucking amazing. And the shots and the symbolisms in this film. This film is different. It's a very different film. Of course, back then people were like, holy shit, what the hell is going on? I can imagine in the fucking theater when that scene happened, and I could just the thoughts process. I can imagine. I can't imagine, but I can imagine. It's great. Oh my god. The visual effects are great. The practical effects, the fucking planets are cool. I love the planet of Hoth. The Swamp Planet is great. And the fucking city, the clouds, the planets in the clouds. It's just great. It's fucking awesome. We get to explore different planets in this film, more than just the first one where we just go to Tatooine and I think some fucking rebel base or some shit. That's about it. But we explore different planets in this movie, and it's awesome. I truly love the cinematography. The music is fucking awesome. John Williams' music is iconic with the Emperor theme or the Empire March. It's fucking amazing. It's great. It's the most iconic villainy sound ever created on film. And just this film is amazing. I don't want to talk too much because I feel like I'm gonna say things people already said before. It's just I'm not breaking ground here. But if you have never seen The Empire Strikes Back, you absolutely should. It's a must watch. Of course, watch the trilogy itself. And yeah, Empire, not only is it the best Star Wars film, it's quite possibly the greatest film of all time. So I'm going to give it, without a doubt, a 6 star, my legendary stamp. It fucking gets it. And it's crazy because A New Hope gets that stamp as well. But it's just, I feel like Empire is just a different tone, man. You're going into Empire, like, fuck, we're going to Empire Strikes Back. It's that tone, man. It's amazing. I loved it. And yeah, those are my thoughts for Empire Strikes Back. I'm gonna go see Return of the Jedi this Friday for the 40th anniversary, and yeah, can't wait to see an old Star Wars film in theaters. It's a cool experience, and yeah, those are my thoughts for the Empire Strikes Back. Also, before I even say, I completely forgot the lightsabers. I mean, they're fucking awesome, right? I didn't talk about lightsabers as much. Because, I mean, it's a sword. It's like a sword, man. It's like a sword, a knight's sword. So there's not much to talk about, but they're fucking awesome. I mean, the creation of the lightsaber, that's a damn cool. George Lucas did something special with that. Yeah, it's awesome. So I just wanted to give that little detail. But all around, watch Empire. It's fucking awesome. So those are my thoughts.